It is the end of 2022, which means it can only be time for one thing, which is my favorite vegan products of the year video, or best vegan products of the year. I did one of these in 2020 and 2021, and it's honestly one of my favorite videos to film. It just feels like a really nice way to wrap up the year and give gratitude for all the great vegan food I ate in 2022 and get ready for a whole new slew of vegan products that I will be trying in 2023. It was kind of hard to put the video together last year because I both didn't try a ton of vegan products last year, new products, and also didn't love a lot of the ones that I tried. And so some of the categories last year were a little bit of a stretch for me, where I was like, I guess I'll just give it to this product this year, but it wasn't very enthusiastically. This year was the complete opposite. I tried so many new products. I found so many new products that I love. And in certain categories, there were many contenders. Specifically for the category that is my absolute favorite category, vegan snacks, I literally had like 7 contenders, and I'm gonna be doing that category last because it's the best category to me. I was a happy vegan consumer this year. So let's get started. There's 9 different categories on my list this year, and the first one is best frozen meal of the year. This one you guys might be able to guess because I did eat it in a recent video, and I tried it in a recent video and talked about it. But my favorite frozen meal of the year is the Trader Joe's frozen green curry. I feel like with trying new Trader Joe's products, it's always kind of a gamble. Like, you could end up tasting something so delicious, or you could end up being like, I literally can't even eat this. I've tried a few of the Trader Joe's frozen products. I'm not like a huge Trader Joe's head. I'm not one of these vegans who's tried like every single Trader Joe's vegan product. While we were getting the house ready to move in, and just that whole month, which was so stressful, we were eating a lot of convenience meals, and so we saw this Trader Joe's green curry with tofu in the freezer section. We were like, should we try this? Okay, let's try it. And I couldn't believe how good it was. I remember we were at the house one night, we were painting or doing, a whole bunch of stuff, and I popped it in the microwave, and I remember I was stirring it. It's like cook for 2 minutes, then stir, then cook for 2 more minutes. I stirred it, and then I licked the fork that I had used to stir it, and I was like, oh my god, this tastes amazing. To me, it tasted like Thai green curries that I've had in Thai restaurants. It tasted very authentic. Any sort of like bottled or boxed Thai curry that I've tried has never tasted authentic, so I was really blown away by this. The rice that it comes with is just so fluffy and delicious. I really like this product. We haven't actually had it in a few weeks, so I think we're due for a Trader Joe's trip to pick some more up. But yeah, I highly recommend that product, and that was my favorite frozen meal of the year. The next category, which is a similar but different category, it deserves to be its own category, which is the best frozen pizza of 2022. I don't think I did a category for this last year because I didn't try any new vegan pizzas, or I didn't try any that were worth talking about. And this year I did, and it is the Tattooed Chef vegan pepperoni pizza. So Tattooed Chef is this company that I feel like just kind of came out of nowhere, and I just suddenly started seeing their ads everywhere. I started seeing them all over the grocery store. I don't know much about this company. I don't know how it got started, but it seems like they got like a shit ton of funding all at once, and I just started seeing them everywhere. Paul and I were in Maine over the summer, and I saw their pizza at the store. Their line isn't all vegan, but this particular pepperoni pizza is. And so I bought it, and I was documenting it on my Instagram stories of like, I'm trying new product, let's see. I really like vegan pepperoni. I like trying new different types of vegan pepperoni. I really like pepperoni pizza. And then this one also came with a vegan hot honey, which caught my attention. I think hot honey has become kind of a trendy thing. But I had never tried it before because I don't eat honey. So I was documenting it on my Instagram stories, and I remember when it was in the oven, and then when it came out of the oven, I was like, guys, I don't know about this. The cheese didn't melt very well. It just didn't look super appetizing. And then a half hour later, I came back on my stories and was like, guys, the pizza was amazing, and I had all these messages of people being like, I was not expecting that. The crust was really, really good. It was like super high quality, which you don't get often with frozen pizza crusts, especially the vegan ones I've tried. Yeah, Paul and I both really liked it. The hot honey really took it up to the next level, and so anytime I've seen this in the store, I have grabbed it since then. I think it's really tasty, and I recommend it. Next category is ice cream. I don't have a big sweet tooth, as you guys know, and I don't buy vegan ice cream that often, but at some point this past year, I was visiting my parents and I went to the Whole Foods near them, and I saw the Cool House ice cream cones. I have tried the Cool House ice cream sandwiches before. Thought they were okay, not great, but I never tried the cones. I saw they had, you know, dairy-free vegan cones, and they had a cookie dough flavor, which I thought sounded really good. So I bought it, and I tried it at my parents' house, and I could not believe how good it was. It was just so delicious. I don't like when desserts are just like sickly, sugary, sweet, and the chocolate in it had like a really nice balance where it was, you know, semi-salted, and maybe they had cut it with something to make it not so strong and rich, but I just thought this product was so good. The cones themselves were really good. I talked about this product actually earlier this year in a vlog because Cool House had dedicated or announced that they were going completely animal free with their ice creams, and so I thought that was amazing because another company that I used to like their ice cream, which was called Coconut Bliss, did the opposite thing this year, which is that they were a vegan company and then they decided to start introducing real dairy into their lineup this year. So it was nice to find a new product that I like so much and support a company that is making a commitment in the right direction, in my opinion. Okay, the next category is another sweet category, which again, you guys know I don't have a huge sweet tooth. This is the best candy of 2022, and the only kind of candy that I really like are sour gummy candies, and I have talked before about how difficult it is to find good vegan sour gummy candies that don't have stevia in them first and foremost, and that's pretty much it, because most of the vegan ones I'm seeing now that, like, what's that brand called? I don't know, I'll put it on the screen, but almost all of their vegan sour gummy products have stevia in them, or of course you'll see products that have gelatin in them. So I tried one this year. I actually think I found this at Target just super randomly earlier this year, but it is the Back to Nature sour gummies. I have to say the texture of these is the most realistically gummy texture that I've tried in a vegan product. And looking at the ingredients, it has carrageenan in it, and I think that's what gives it that texture, because it's got that sort of bounce that gummy bears have in them that is due to the gelatin. But a lot of vegan gummies, since they don't use gelatin, just don't have that sort of chewy bounciness, and these did. Like, I was blown away when I took a bite, so I was like, oh my gosh, they're actually it's a gummy bear experience. But yeah, if you, like me, have been searching for a vegan sour gummy and haven't found one that is worthy of your time or money or taste buds, I recommend that one. Let me know if you try it and if you like it. My next category is the best vegan meat product of the year. Now, I have to admit, I didn't try too many new vegan meat products. I would say in general, I've kind of moved away from eating a ton of mock meats, mostly just because I have a hard time finding ones that I like. But you guys, again, and I feel like this roundup is kind of like, it could be a quiz of what you guys think I'm gonna pick, because most of these products I tried in videos or talked about in videos. But my favorite vegan meat product of the year was the field roast buffalo wings. I tried these in the video where I reacted to Lizzo's Hot Ones episode, so that was me trying and reacting to them for the first time. I really enjoyed them. They're not chicken wing-like in texture. They're basically like little sausage wings, but I thought that they were so delicious. I really enjoyed the coating, I really enjoyed the sauce, I enjoyed the texture and the flavor of the sausage itself. If you like field roast sausage, you'll probably like it. I usually make a homemade ranch and then I'll have celery or something like that with it, and it's just a nice little vegan treat for a buffalo loving gal like me. I will give an honorable mention though to the field roast breakfast sausage patties, which I also tried for the first time and talked about. in a video a few months ago. I have had trouble with finding breakfast sausage patties that I like. I don't like the Beyond Meat ones. Gardein has unfortunately started to go in a direction where they're seeming like they're trying to really copy the Beyond Meat formula of just making everything more and more realistically meaty, which is a shame because Gardein was one of my favorite mock meat companies. I actually have a whole video that I'm planning to do on mock meats and how I don't feel like they're really for us anymore. More to come on that. But I was happy to see that Field Roast had come out with a sausage patty. I tried it, I liked it. That gets the honorable mention for me. Okay, moving on to a category that is a big category for me, if you know me, which is the best vegan jerky of the year. I love vegan jerkies. I am always trying to find new ones to try, and this year I found a new one that I really enjoyed. I actually have it right here because I was snacking on it before the video, and it is the Noble jerky. So the first time I found this, I believe I found it at an Ocean State job lot. Don't know if you guys know what that is or have them near you. I think it's somewhat of a Eastern Seaboard thing. But it's like a discount store where they'll sell like overflow products that don't sell in other places. And they always have a great food section. And I found these there. This particular bag is also from there. But I decided to try these, and one of my favorite vegan jerkies that I've tried. It's got a great texture. It's not so overly chewy that my jaw hurts for an entire day afterward, but it does have a really nice sort of chewy texture and mouthfeel. And I've tried a bunch of the different flavors, but I have to say the original is my favorite flavor. I normally hate original flavor things because to me I'm like, it's just salt. There's basically just no flavor, but these have a really nice flavor. They're sort of slightly sweet, slightly peppery, and of all the flavors I've tried the barbecue, I've tried the chipotle, I've tried the teriyaki. Recently tried the sriracha. These are my favorite flavor by far. So highly recommend these. Have been so happy to have discovered them. And yeah, it's my favorite jerky of the year. Moving on to another of my favorite categories, favorite drink of the year. I talk about this a lot, how I am a drink head. I love soft drinks, I guess. I don't know if it's the millennial in me, but it's like I, at any given time, have to have on hand like kombucha, LaCroix, you know, coffee, juices. I tried something new this year that I am so in love with right now. I'm really in the honeymoon phase with it, and that is the Maine Root Sarsaparilla Soda. Actually, I tried the sarsaparilla again in one of my videos, one of my house vlogs on the day that it was my birthday. Paul and I went to a vegan restaurant that we really like, and normally when I go there I get a root beer, but they didn't have root beers that day, and I saw they had this sarsaparilla soda. So I asked the woman working there, I was like, what is this? Like, what does it taste like? And she's like, I don't know, I've never tried it. All I know is people keep buying them. So I was like, all right, let me just try it. And I tried it and I loved it. I would say it's kind of somewhere on the spectrum of flavor between root beer and cream soda. And I don't like cream soda. I've never liked cream soda. And then it also has this ever so slightly like minty flavor. It almost, I feel like, is maybe similar to a birch beer or something. It's like a root beer, but lighter, and it's got this slight mintiness to it, like I said. It's just really delicious. It comes in packs of 4. I'll buy some every few weeks, drink it on ice. It's so delicious. I love it. I recommend it. And in this category, we actually have a sub part of this category. And it's not an honorable mention. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a dishonorable mention because I am saddened, shocked, and so upset to announce that the drink that I gave this honor of best drink of the year to last year has betrayed me in such an egregious and honestly unforgivable way. I'm shocked and saddened to announce that the GT's root beer product that I loved so much and sang its praises last year has had the audacity to add in an unforgivable ingredient. GT's has, for some ungodly, unknowable reason, decided to add in stevia to their root beer. If you know how much I love my drinks and I love my kombucha, then you also know how much I hate stevia. I just fucking hate it. I feel like my life's work will be a crusade against stevia, and it's inexplicably being added to anything and everything these days. One of the things that I loved so much about this product was that it kind of like wasn't sweet at all. It was so refreshing to taste something that was kind of root beer tasting but didn't have any sweetness in it. I guess other people didn't like that maybe, or GT's just was like, let's just add sweetness to it because everybody likes sweet everything these days, but no one wants real sugar. So I'm still processing it. I appreciate your support at this time. I did need to give the dishonorable mention though, just to let you guys know that I no longer endorse that product, and I'm very upset about it. Okay, moving on. The second to last category is my favorite vegan cheese of the year. I don't think I included this category last year because I don't think I tried any new vegan cheeses last year. This year, however, I did. And I was so pleasantly surprised. I've seen these around. It's definitely not brand new for this year, but something possessed me to try this product and I loved it. And it is the Good Planet wedges. And the only flavor I've tried is the pepper jack flavor. And it is so delicious. I think that it's trying to imitate the Laughing Cow wedges, and I just love sort of the presentation of it. First of all, it comes in a paper round container, and then you open it up and it's got all these little individually wrapped wedges in there. And I just was thinking like, oh, this is so brilliant. It would be great for lunch boxes. It would be great even like on a cheese plate, or, you know, just for like a grab and go kind of snack. And I thought it tasted so delicious. The texture is kind of hard to describe because it's not super hard. It's definitely not a hard cheese texture, but it's also not super soft and spready. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. So I usually just take a little slice, put it on a cracker, eat it. I just found it to be so delightful and delicious. I'd like to try other flavors, and I haven't tried other Good Planet cheeses, but I know they have a ton of cheeses. Sometimes I'm scared to try new vegan products because I'm scared I won't like them. But let me know if you've tried other Good Planet products and what you think, because it seems like Violife kind of gets all the hype these days, but I do see Good Planet a lot, and yeah, I'd like to try more. And we've made it to my final category of the year, which you can probably guess, maybe I said it earlier, but if you know me, it's the biggest category, the most important category, almost the only category that matters in my mind, which is my favorite snack of 2022, and the product that gets this extremely distinguished, prestigious title of my favorite vegan snack of the year are the Peetos Fiery Hot Curls. I had seen some headline or some article or something in Veg News at some point about how this new product had come out that was supposed to be like a Flamin' Hot Cheetos dupe. I thought, like, these look amazing, I'd love to try them, but who knows when I'll be seeing them in stores near me. So shockingly, I actually found them first in a CVS a few months ago. I was like, okay, let me try them. This is my time, here they are. And these really, to me, a lot of products claim to be sort of Flamin' Hot Cheeto dupes. This one to me is the closest that I've tried. It is so delicious. Of course, it has kind of like a pea protein base, so they do have a little bit of that kind of like healthier vegan snack type of thing going on, but the texture is great. They're not like super dense where you're like, oh, I'm just eating like a thing of protein powder. They're light, they're fluffy, the flavor is excellent. You know, the kind of thing where the seasoning gets all over your fingers. Sometimes I eat them with chopsticks to avoid that. And I find them so delicious. This company also has other flavors and, you know, styles and whatnot. And so I have tried the pizza rings as well, and those were really delicious, but obviously I prefer the Fiery Hot Curls. So that is my favorite snack of the year, but I do have a few honorable mentions that I couldn't not mention. If you guys are familiar with the company Outstanding Foods, I tried their takeout puffs product a couple years ago, and I don't even know if they still make the takeout puffs, but this is the company that used to make the pig out chips, and they've made quite a few vegan snacks that I have enjoyed over the years. This year they came out with a cheese ball product, which really caught my attention because they were sort of claiming that it had the same vibe and flavor and everything of those like gigantic, you know, cheese ball tub things that everybody's obsessed with. But anyway, I was super curious to try these. I started seeing them in my local stores, and I actually tried them for the first time the weekend we moved into the house, and I was like, I should film this. I should do a reaction video, but I was just so exhausted, and I was like, there's no way I'm filming this, but I really want to try them. So tried them off camera. They were delicious. I've tried all 4 of the flavors. Shockingly, I actually ended up liking the bacon cheddar flavor the most. They're really tasty. My mouth is watering now that I'm talking about them. So I really enjoy those. Another product that I tried that I was really pleasantly surprised by were from the company Simply 7, and it is their Bean Pop product in the flavor Sweet Chili. I feel like this is a company that I've seen on the shelves a lot, and I've always been like, I don't think I would like those. We were at our local health food store and they didn't have the snack that I wanted, I think actually the Pitos, and I was like, oh man, like, I guess I'll try something new. And I tried these and they were so freaking good in the sweet chili flavor. They had this like 3D, they were like puffed out. It reminded me and Paul of 3D Doritos, which is just a really fun eating experience. And the sweet chili flavor is really flavorful, really delicious. So I was very pleasantly surprised by those. And then the last honorable mention goes to the Siete Foods queso potato chips. I avoided Siete Foods for a long time because I was just kind of like, I don't need grain-free tortilla chips. I'll just eat regular tortilla chips. And then we were at the store and I saw that they have potato chips now. I don't know if it's new, but they make potato chips, and I decided to try the queso flavor, and I really enjoyed these. The flavor was great, the texture was great. They had this delicious like kettle cooked potato chip texture. They were really indulgent feeling, but they weren't too greasy. I really enjoyed them, and so had to throw them on the list as an honorable mention. There's honestly even more products that I could mention for the snack section, but I feel like that's enough for now. That's enough, Marielle. But needless to say, last year, what did I say? I will just say across the board, I was so disappointed in vegan snacks this year. I just didn't see anything that was new and exciting and looked really great. And I feel like I just see the same vegan snacks everywhere I go. I don't know, just disappointed in vegan snacks. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Someone heard me and someone answered my prayers in a big way. I hope you guys had as delicious a year as I had. Let me know if you tried any of the snacks or the products that I mentioned in this video, which ones you liked or didn't like, which ones you want to try now based on my recommendations, or any other products that I didn't mention that you really liked this year. Let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if it made your mouth water, like it made mine water several times. Thank you guys so much for any time you spent with me this past year, whether you subscribed to my channel, whether you only watched one of my videos, whether you watched all of my videos. I seriously appreciate any of the time you spent with me. It really means a lot. I hope you guys had a great 2022. I hope 2023 is even better for all of us, and I will see you then. Bye.